Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the Becky Baxter Show. I'm your host, Becky Baxter, and today's topic we're going to talk about owning your mistakes, because I've just gone through a massive one just recently where it's caused a whole lot of headache and frustration and really bad vibes and bad energy. And I'm flying back to where the problem occurred so I can fix it, so I can just get shit done and get it off my conscience, because fuck that. I don't want that shit on my conscience. I want to resolve. And the best way to problem solve is just to get in amongst it and fuck it, just start doing it. So that's what's happening. So the problem at hand is Saturday night, I had an accident, a car accident. I wasn't the cause of this. Well, I was a part of it. I was driver number 2. Driver number 1, on the other hand. And it was on a roundabout. Out of all places, a roundabout. I was on the inside lane on the roundabout. The little Mini Cooper saw that the outside lane was free of the roundabout, so she decided to cruise on in, and then it came to where I wanted to exit. So this exit has 2 lanes to exit from off the roundabout, but because she was on the outside lane and she wasn't indicating, she looked so high, man. She was like driving like this. Not even with any, distant gauge of where on the highway or on this roundabout I actually was. No, observation, no awareness, just cruising like a stoner, in a little Mini Cooper. And it's pissing down hard with rain, and I'm trying to drive safely to get to the airport, because that's the main destination at the moment. Yep, I'm getting back on a plane from Brisbane to go back to Auckland to drive down to Hamilton, where shit hit the fan. I mean, I did not have to do this, but because I left my cousin in a bit of a pickle, because it was her car that I was driving. And this is why you don't, even if your family tells you, I've got a spare car here, just use it. You can use it anytime, whenever, it's all good. But when fucking shit like this happens, when you get in an accident, yeah, it's not too good. Well, in my case, it's not too good, because my cousin has 3 little kids under the age of 5, and so she really relies on this vehicle, especially for the kids to get in and out, do their car seat, put their seatbelts on in their car seats, or sit in their car seats and wait till my cousin's ready to, drive them to school. And my cousin's like, why do I have to deal with this shit when it's your accident? So fix it. And I had to fly back to Australia regardless on Monday. Just had to do it. Flights were booked, and it was honestly going to cost me way more to change my flights, because then work obligations too, had a double shift. The other teammates were on their days off. I didn't want them to cover my shift because of my fuck up. So yeah, I got back on that plane. I flew back from Auckland to Brisbane, then drove back down to the Gold Coast where we live. And last night after work, I was like, shit, I gotta go home, mate, because this is my shit that I left on my cousin, and I used her car to go to this concert with my friends, and I got into an accident. And the girl that crashed into the car has no fucking car insurance. Like, why would you not have insurance on an asset? Like, it just bewilders me, you pay these insurance companies, so when shit hits the fan, you're fucking covered. You know, you're covered. It's just like a whole nother ball game, more paperwork. But fuck, at the end of the game, if you're not forking out thousands when you don't have to because you're covered by insurance, well, fucking happy days. There's a couple extra thousand in your pocket or in your bank account and not in someone else's fucking pocket, right? And then, if you're in a crash and it's only two of you, and it kind of sucked because there was no witnesses around because it was at, 11 p.m. at night in New Zealand, Hamilton. It's pretty quiet at that hour, like, let's be fair. It's not a massive city that's buzzing with a lot of traffic or a lot of people at that hour. Damn, and it had to happen on a weekend. And here's us two bitches, like, I had to get her to follow me so we could exchange details and take photos of both cars and what the damage that had occurred. And she's like Indian, bewildered as fuck. She works in a science lab. Kudos to you, that's your career. And you drive a beautiful Mini Cooper and you don't insure it. Honestly, why not? And those cars aren't cheap, man. They're fucking expensive. So why would you not want to insure it? Yeah. So I'm going home to fix the problem that I was involved in because my cousin wasn't in this problem. And this is the way I'm problem solving it, by heading home to help her because I know she's struggling at the moment, just with everything that occurred, and I put her in that situation and she doesn't deserve to be in this situation. And I'm the oldest one in our family on my mum's side, so you know what? Be the growing up and fucking sort your shit, hey? Yeah, like owning it. I'm fucking owning it. I'm wearing it, and I'm walking the walk of shame because I can get pretty ruthless when I want to, man. In the heat of the moment, like we all can. Let's be fair, we all can be ruthless in the heat of the moment and say shit that we actually deeply mean and just say it and it like hurts someone, It may not hurt them directly, but it hurts them. Or if it's not them, it hurts someone else in the family, you know what I mean? So my mother was affected by all this too. And I was fucking disrespecting her and like, we don't do that. So, this shit caused me, like, what a learning curve though. Learning curve as in, yep, like I insure my cars. They're my assets. Azra, she makes me money, man. That's why we do Uber, Sheba, DD, This asset makes me money. She's my business, Without her, I wouldn't have a business. I'll have to go and get another vehicle. But yeah, and the experience of calling the cops when you're at an accident site. Just call the cops then and there because there's no evidence, there's no CCTV cameras on that roundabout either, it's all hearsay. And because this other driver who was involved in the accident hasn't got insurance, so she's pinning it back on me for me being the reckless driver and not indicating. I don't know what her side of the story is. She doesn't even know. She's just making it up in her head anyway so she can get out of this fucking shit that we're in. I pretty much told her, like, how can you not have insurance? Like, you need to insure your assets so when problems like these occur, you're covered. You're covered. And that's the main thing, to be covered, to be protected. That's one thing I wouldn't scrape on would be car insurance, house of contents insurance, nah mate, landlord insurance.